All right, welcome back. I've got a video for you today, and this one is a fresh reaction. I have not watched this one yet, so we're going to experience it together. This one comes from Lone Wolf. I have a few reliable sources, uh, tend to post decent stuff without too much of their own commentary. So thank you, Lone Wolf. Go subscribe. Um, and this one, Lone Wolf, is titled Judge DiSanto Arraigns Timu Pippi Longstocking. So, like I said, I haven't seen it yet. This is a fresh reaction. I'll try to, yeah. But for those of you who are new, I'm Joe. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Utah. This is in Michigan. So, of course, my analysis is going to have a Utah law legal slant. Also, I'm going to try, no guarantees, but I'm going to try to do delete laws second amended complaint in the LVMPD case tomorrow. No guarantees, and especially no guarantees that I'll do, you know, everything going forward. Definitely not looking back. I can't handle this stupid. It's an overload, and I say this covering Scofield versus Guillard. But with all that being said, let's jump into the video, shall we?
All right, we are on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Jennifer Douglas, 232433. An appearance, counsel?
Your Honor, John Goldberg, P 30758 on behalf of Ms. Douglas.
All right, thank you. Ms. Douglas, your name for the record, please.
Jennifer Douglas.
All right, thank you. And counsel, as to the arraignment.
Your Honor, she's been charged with one count of possession of controlled substance. I reviewed the charges with her. She would stand mute to the charges, waive a formal reading of those charges, and ask to plead not guilty.
The court will waive the formal reading, enter plea of not guilty for purposes of the arraignment. We will schedule this matter for a pretrial on December 5th at 10:30 a.m.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, one count, possession of a controlled substance. Nothing too exciting there. Stands mute. Good call, because you should always shut the fuck up. That's, I'm sure that's not why multiple channels have posted this one, so let's see.
All right, counsel, as to bond.
Your Honor, at this time, Ms. Douglas does have one prior drug matter. It was a felony that was reduced to a possession, I believe. She spent 65 days in jail, according to her self-reporting. She was released in July, I believe, 2023. She has one child. She lives with her stepfather, and her mother in the city of Wyandotte. She's 25 years old. At this time, she's unemployed. She is a high school graduate. She's a high school graduate from Roosevelt. As I've indicated, she does have that one prior incident. We'd ask for a personal bond in this particular matter due to her status as she's unemployed. She wants to get this matter resolved, and we're asking for a personal bond in this particular. She has always, from what I understand, appeared on other matters. She did have an outstanding warrant, that's why she was incarcerated. She was in a vehicle with another individual.
So, well, like, we've got a spoiler alert here from Lone Wolf saying the public defender's in for a shock when he finds out about the failure to appear from September. The public defender has to know about that, though. He's saying she was picked up on a warrant. Where did that warrant come from, if not from the failure to appear? Unless there's more charges. Like I said, I haven't seen this, but he says she, you know, went to jail for a year at the beginning of the year, served 6 months of that. So she's almost surely on some sort of probation right now. Supervised release, shall we say. So they could impose more sentence on that, probably. But like I said, where did that warrant come from? You know about the warrant. It's not going to be a surprise that she failed to appear. I mean, maybe the surprise is that it was in September, but where's the surprise? And I'm not throwing shade. Mr. Goldfarb is an excellent attorney, but I'm not buying it.
Just recognized her. Then she would step down, they checked if it was a warrant, and during the processing for at on the street, the drugs were located in there. That's for a no insurance claim, she told me, which she has not resolved yet, but will be taken care of when she.
So she's arrested. My understanding, he mumbled a little there, so luckily Lone Wolf has basically provided us with a synopsis. She's pulled over, I believe, as a passenger in an unlicensed or uninsured vehicle. Either way, both of those could lead to a reasonable basis for a stop. The insurance a little less, unless it's in the database that it's uninsured, then hey. But either way, if a little pro tip, this isn't legal advice, not legal advice. Don't do illegal drugs. Do not drive with illegal drugs. But if you are going to drive around with illegal drugs, make it easy on yourself. Make sure that you don't give the cops a reason to pull you over, because then that increases the chances of them finding illegal drugs. But even then, if you get pulled over and you have illegal drugs, don't give them a reason to search your car. Of course, this was probably a search incident to arrest. Why? Because I'm guessing they towed the vehicle because it was unregistered. So they couldn't let it drive off. So once again, don't give them a reason to be able to search your vehicle. That is stupid. But whoever said criminals are geniuses? So,
Well, okay. So June of 21, your client had a felony dangerous drugs charge and another misdemeanor matter. And then January of 2023 is when she was sentenced. She was pled and sentenced, because it looks as though she wasn't charged until 2022. And so you were sentenced to 365 days in jail on January 31st, correct?
Correct.
Well, isn't that 1 year? Is that 1 year?
Yeah.
365 days, 1 year?
Yeah.
Okay. So we are on November 22nd, and you're in custody, but you're not in the Wayne County Jail custody. When were you released, ma'am?
I was released, like late July.
You were ordered for a year in jail and you were released after 6 months?
I was a trustee, so I got time off my sentence for good behavior.
Well, man, you should probably try to continue that good behavior when you're out of custody.
But good behavior is easier when you don't have easy access to drugs. Sad, but it's true.
Yeah, you're right, you're right. For the most part, I haven't been using, so.
For the most
Well, if
part.
you were tested today, what's in your system? I'm going to guess something.
Everything.
I'm sorry, what?
What is in your system if you were to test today?
Probably methamphetamines. It might be out of my system by now, though.
When's the last time you used it?
Michael Cruz in the bottom left, next to me. He was amused by methamphetamine, probably.
It was probably 4 days ago, 4 or 5 days ago.
And you had a warrant out for your arrest out of Southgate, right?
It's for a no insurance ticket. When I was in county, I tried doing a plea by mail and they told me that they couldn't give me jail time. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Well, man, you've been out of jail since the end of July and you haven't taken care of it. You know it's there.
I know, I just haven't had the money, Your Honor.
Well, because you don't have a job. Why aren't you working?
I have been applying for a lot of jobs on Indeed. I've been applying like crazy.
Like crazy.
Okay.
that was Judge DiSanto's. I doubt it. Look.
Well, there's other locations that you can, I mean, where are you applying? You can't get a
Mostly like
job
warehouse
since July.
jobs. Mostly warehouse jobs.
Right, well, your client has a history of failing to appear. She just did time in jail for possession, and now here she is again.
Actually, Your Honor, I don't. Possession was the original charge of felony. It was reduced to weeks. From what I believe, because I.
Okay, a drug related charge.
Well, in case, yes.
Clarify that.
It's important.
Confused.
All right, well, Ms. Douglas, the court's going to order a $5,000 10% bond. This is actually a lot more for your safety and your sobriety. The court's going to order you not to possess consuming alcohol or drugs unless prescribed in the event you post bond. Also, you object to random testing
Okay.
in the event you post bond.
So what's my button? I'm sorry. I don't have my glasses on. I can't see.
And
You don't have your glasses, so you can't see what Judge DiSanto says. Because that makes all the sense. Yeah. Sorry, I can't hear you. Give me a break.
you are to submit 30 job applications per week, ma'am.
Okay.
You don't have to limit it to warehouses.
Okay.
All right.
Well, yeah. Yeah. That, I mean, I don't know. Indeed, you know, it's convenient, but it really sucks for getting responses. Of course, I've never applied for a warehouse job on Indeed, so I couldn't say what the hit rate is there, but, you know, even with her criminal record, McDonald's is hiring, Burger King is hiring, Planet Fitness is hiring, probably. You know, just hit the streets. But, you know, even aside from that, she says she didn't get it taken care of because she didn't have the money. That's backwards. It leads to more trouble. Go in, get it taken care of, even if you have to put a payment plan. Tell the court, I'm unemployed, but I want to get this taken care of. And they'll work with you. It's still going to suck, but it'll suck a whole lot less than sitting in jail on $5,000, 10% bond. Because by getting rearrested on this warrant, she's out $500. That's not getting refunded if she bonds out. Or she's got to come up with $5,000 to get out, which it would have been cheaper to just to get it taken care of. That's easier to come up with than $5,000, and then you still have the charges hanging over your head. And so, yeah, she'd get the $5,000 back minus any fees and costs at the end, as opposed to just forfeiting the $500 if she bonds out. But either way, it's more expensive getting arrested on this warrant and having to deal with that on top of what you didn't take care of in the first place. So, yeah, I'm not buying it. It's, you know, at the end of the day, not a major charge. I really don't care, to be honest. It's if you want to ruin your life on drugs, do it. Whatever. It's you're the one you're hurting. Well, she's got a kid, so she's hurting the kid too. But you know what? It's not the end of the world as far as charges go. Will she do more time? Probably, since, you know, she didn't learn her lesson the first time. But hey, you know, at least she didn't commit a violent crime. And since I'm rambling, I'm going to leave it there. So thanks for joining me. Please do all the YouTube-y, like, share, subscribe, bribe your friends to do the same. And you can see why I didn't go over the Second Amendment complaint today, because I'm a bundle of energy. So I will see you soon for the next one. Bye-bye.